interesting and I'm sure roller coaster season in the top flight of games in all competitions last season. Only 3 of those defeats were in the Premier League, but in the Champions League against PSV Eindhoven last season. And really good to see the young England defender back fit again.
He had a really good start to last season, looked really fit and well and strong, real good engine on him. And to see him with that.
Defender that Jose Mourinho signed from Villarreal.
You can see Leicester not changing anything that they didn't do last year, did they? They're quite happy.
You do wonder, though, how different teams will approach Leicester tactically this season. Zaki's in the penalty area with him. It's a decent run.
I thought Albrighton got in his way, but actually he was a good shield. Nutmegs Eric Bailly.
That was the old stadium, of course, so it's the first time they've been to the new place and they're here as champions. The Champions League to come for the first while. They've had a taste of the kinds of teams they'll be playing against in the pre-season. They played Paris Saint-Germain.
He was a really good player, actually. I saw him a lot certainly in the
Leicester transfer record during the course of the summer.
Season 2 year, you want extra come the end of the transfer window.
And so Mahrez looking to try and make the player of the year for the 3rd successive season. Last season, Kasper Schmeichel, 15 clean sheets. Mahrez with a touch, and then Jamie Vardy got him and knock him around a little bit as well.
Yeah, he's only a young boy, actually. He hasn't got a huge amount of Real, but he wasn't there long either. It's a massive test for him to go Spain. Nice compact ground, nowhere near the level. It's a really big season for Jose Mourinho as well, though, Fletch, isn't it? He's never normal.
There's Vardy. And skipped away from Michael Carrick, and he's got away from Eric Bailly. It's a ball just made David De Gea delays dive.
Yeah, they got a little bit of luck with Jamie Vardy here, didn't he? I think David De Gea
couldn't quite reach it. And Eric Bailly can cover things up.
Not that bad.
Could be 6 today. You never know. Drinkwater floats one up here to Vardy, who'll test Eric Bailly.
Challenge, actually. When Vardy controlled it, looked dangerous.
Oh, they're together. And Bailly attacked it, got there in front of
Fletch. Vardy, good strength here on Wes Morgan. But yeah, you'd have to expect a few mistakes. He's, as you rightly said, he's only 22, relatively inexperienced. He's come from the Spanish. There's
Rooney.
Want that to change. It's all been nice and easy though for Manchester United. They haven't looked at any sort. This round is really, really important. Keep them guessing, keep them thinking.
More of a press this time from Leicester.
You see here, Fletch. I mean, he could have easily picked.
Although I'm sure that may well change by the time the transfer window closes.
Yeah, lost the manager as well. He's gone to PSG, hasn't he?
Bailly to Rooney. Kazaki was there. As this man Musa. Bailly gets across. Challenge.
Clever Musa, he gets across the ball, look. He virtually says to Bailly, come and barge into me, which he does.
Inches as well. Rashford and Rojo look like being the next 2 for United.
You just hope that everybody keeps the tempo up.
Hands over their eyes trying to see the play.
It must be terrible.
The United fans away to our left are in the shade and really enjoying it. 1966 World Cup winning. Actual fact, if Mendy can replace Kante to the level that Ranieri has season with the additions they've made.
Definitely, but what I would say, Fletch, is they're going to need it, aren't they? Because coupled with the Champions League this year, they were relatively fortunate with injuries last year. I think you got linked there, you know, Fletch.
They're not quite that desperate at this stage. Although give it to Hardy. Eric Bailly across, and he's over.
Yeah, that was another one. A bit more patient. There's the yellow card from Craig Pawson. He knows. He just doesn't want to fall into the trap. Getting across him. There's the touch.
When Jaap Stam came to Manchester United, he had a torrid time in the Charity Shield as it was then back in 1990.
Yeah. They have an abundance of midfielders, Manchester United, don't they? If they are going to bring in Paul Pogba.
Gray was caught by
the God. I mean, what a challenge that was.
He's been a lot more erratic, hasn't he, in the second half in there.
I mean, that challenge was a corker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Considering he's got
quickly for Leicester. Now Bailly.
And we're concentrating on the new signings. I'm going to give it to Eric Bailly, actually. I think he's had a decent enough game in a hard match against Jamie Vardy and Musa.
In towards Joa. Fellaini was in there. Vardy looking to turn. David De Gea just able to reach it. Jamie Vardy to stretch his legs and put some pressure on Eric Bailly. Bailly does the job that he's back there to do.